but you just need something that you can read, you know, you can to know everything. So in fact, I have so many books. Okay, I just want to use oil. So I have Clarity. Okay, Clarity. So help me to clear my mind, to have clarity when I talk, because I didn't prepare. This is like impromptu. Woo! So nice, so nice, so nice. That's how I use oil. Clarity is for you to clear your mind. So I will use it when I attend a class or when I need clarity. Oh, it's minty, refreshing. Okay, start. Especially for the new one, because I've been sharing, I love books. I love books because sometimes you hear from me or hear from anyone, you just hear one side of the story, one side of their testimonial. But when you read the book, you know 360 degrees of each oil or each condition, because my needs and my story, my testimonials or my background, my parenting style, children, is totally different from you. You might have other issue, you know, you want to support beauty scheme or, you know, women's health. Maybe those are the area that I'm not as strong as. So reading books are always the best. You get everything. Okay, so if let's say you are an essential oil user, the books that you have to have is this. Okay, either one. And this is like, you know, we have Bible, right? So this is the essential oil Bible. Everything is in it. So this is a pocket reference, and then this is a desk reference. So this is so heavy, a few kg, you won't be wanting to bring this out. So this one is a pocket reference, like not putting in your pocket, but you can bring it everywhere. It is, yeah, it is a lot of words, but don't fret. This is not for you to read like a storybook, although you can. It's like everything that you want to know about essential oil, in and out, up and down, you know. You can find it here. You can find answer. So you always refer to the in-text, okay? Refer to any keywords that you want, and then go to the page. You know, it will direct you to what you need. So this is really like a reference guide, and not only the plants, where is it extracted from, what is the usage, and then also the how to use them. Even raindrop massage, you see, it is nice, yeah, with the reflex point, which you need it, because when you want to use essential oil to support your body system, right, you also need to, you know, make it more effective. Apply it on all the reflex point, either on your feet, on your ear, or on your hands. Okay, so this is a must, and I think I paid about 25 Sing dollar for this, but it's so worth it. So I will order like 5-10, and I will give it as a gift. It depends on who I want to bless and who really, you know, will utilize it. Of course, you know, then I will find it, wow, it is really the best gift that I will give to my members. But if you want to, you also can buy. I will share the link for you to make your purchase online. So the difference between this and this is actually, of course, this is more details, more things. But if let's say for a start, this one will do. But I can assure you, you will also want to get this, because it can follow you for life, you know, for life. So it's a very good investment. Less than 100 that you can get one. Is worth it. It's worth it. It talks about every organ, every body system, how to support them, even pets. Okay, I tell you, tomorrow, if I can, I want to talk about my pet. If you have pet, you have dog. Okay, I can't talk about cats here because I don't have. But if I talk about dog, I tell you, I feel so proud of myself. You know, accomplishment that I found this oil. You know, I make this blend, and I can really repel the tick and flea, because every time you bring him out for so sorry, talk tomorrow. Okay, this one, okay, so this is a must-have. And if Chinese, also amazing, also have this bowl, but the bad news is that Chinese doesn't come with the small version. I think yes, I'm not sure, I forgot, but you can go and check it out. But this is amazing. Many of the oils, right, that especially those blend oil, it will only tell you what is in the blend oil, like Ylang Ylang, Cypress in Aroma Life. But this will elaborate even more. Like in Aroma Life, every single oil, it will tell you what are all this single oil, you know, function, or the use. Why are those oils are in that blend, to make you even more appreciate the blend oil that you are using. So many of the time that I will refer to tool to do my life. So if you ask me, Mom, Connie, why are you so knowledgeable? On top of, you know, being experienced using on myself, most of the time that I love to refer to books, and when I make sense of it, and I tried it and it works, then I will share. So this is a must, okay, all the user. And the next one that I will also encourage, there are so many, so I don't know which one to take. Okay, if let's say for new beginner, you want to, give me a small book and simple, easy to read, to help me to, within one day, I can finish a book. Okay, I can roughly know what, you know, being a confident user, then this will be the one. Welcome to essential oil. So this will answer you all the basic, like why essential oil, how does it work, how to use them, how to apply, where to apply, some of the basic simple basic oil like frankincense, lavender. You will have all the recipes, you know, the function, and also some DIY. So those DIYs are really those daily DIY that you might need, like air freshener, skincare. You can make your own skincare, or yeah, anything. Okay, so this is it's a book that I started with. And if let's say you are like me, after reading this and I saw the DIY, the chemical free life, because I already have oil, right, and you want to further like know more about DIY, so these two books are the one that I recommend, that I use, and it helps you to really get the hands on, try it out, and then slowly you do not need these two books anymore, and then you can pass, you know, along to someone, borrow someone that who need it. So I no longer use this, but for the beginning I will highly recommend you to start with something. Okay, and the next one that I will recommend is Gentle Baby, especially for those mummies. How do we start to use essential oils? Like for us, you know, it's because of our children, it's not because of us. Mainly majority of the mothers, mummies who use oil are for our children. So if these Gentle babies can use oil, how about children? So this is an amazing book. I can't really share very compliantly, you know, about how to, you know, share about how to use oil, because it's like, wow, amazing. So thick, right? So thick, right? I tell you. But the thing is, you can also refer to the index. Hi, I see love. I forgot who is that. Okay, now mind. Go back and check, and then I will say hi. Okay. Yeah, you can refer to that, and anything you can think of what your baby or children or even child or even adult will, you know, encounter daily issue, challenge, cannot sleep, having you know, high temperature, cannot breathe, you know, very heavy, you know, and you can find the recipes here. Okay, and all the success stories and the testimonial. So I highly recommend this. And Aroma Child is another one that I love this too. Is to help you to know how to support your growing up children, even up to teenagers, like oils for their study, oil for sleep, oil for immune system. Everything is in it, And because she is a from Hong Kong, so she also has a Chinese version. Okay, so this is something that I will recommend. If let's say you are a woman, okay, yes you are, only women watch my live or face. Oh no, not only. Sorry, I take back my words. Men and women. If let's say a man, buy this for your wife. Taming the Dragon Within, because women just like dragon. Okay, when you want to roar, you just roar. You don't give sign or warning. When you want to sleep, you will just sleep like a pig. Or when you want to eat, you eat also like a pig. So this is an amazing book. It's written by who is it again? That who has gone through the I mean, who is this? Okay, let me check. Okay, Dr. Li An, who has been treating a lot of women or patients, and those are the, like for example, like her success story or her recipe and her ways, and teach you in every issue, symptoms, you know, how can you use oil to support. I love it. It helps you to understand. It's very thin, very easy to understand. It's definitely you see, I have make so many notes and highlight. It's like every single page, I tell you, every single page is important because I highlight almost every single page. Okay, let's see. What is Progesterone Plus? I will also share another Facebook Live about all the women's support essential oil. And because people are like, what is Scalera Essence? What is Lady Scalera? What is Progesterone, you know, Phyto Plus? What is Clary Sage? What is Endoflex? So all those oils to support our hormones health, and they are all different, and they are all also similar. So different symptom or sign, different needs, different root causes, you need different oil. So this is a book to help you to understand more. And the next, okay, if let's say you want to understand the chemistry behind essential oil, why does it work? Is it just a myth, or you know, just ancient, just a story, just, you know, we make out of it? No, there is a science behind how the oils, and this is for us laymen, okay, mummies, to understand the medical, the science term or whatever, make it so super like teaching a kindergarten kids, you know. See, even use a rubber band to demonstrate. And what else? Yeah, even use Lego block to teach you. So funny, right? And yeah, even use, you know, hand to show you how our receptor to attract, you know, the other molecule or something like that. So it's really very easy to understand. You see all the hands, how do they, you know, match and become a molecule, and how does it work. So this is also an amazing book that I love. I read, and up to today I still read this one. And this one also is a book that if you are a green person, which means that everything you need to see, proof, evidence, report, science, research. This is the one, raindrop technique. That how come this raindrop technique can be so powerful? Just a massage with essential oil, but this will tell you all the success story, how the physio, how the chiropractors and have been applying raindrop technique on their patient. And yeah, and then emotional. So I love this tool. Release emotional pattern with essential oil. As we know about aromatherapy, and before when I started to use essential oil, I only look at the physical, to support the physical body, because I mostly use for my children to make them sleep, to strengthen the immune system, to help them to breathe, you know, to do DIY, to make skincare and chemical free. But the more I you know, I use oil and read about oil, then I kind of like only the past 2-3 years after reading, after experience on my own emotion, of course, handling children, it is like dragon also. Suddenly you just, oh, I cannot control. So a lot of time that I will be very amazed. How come I can be so ground and so cool and not fast to react? But sometimes I was just so fast to react. Something that's when I react, you know, and it was too late. You know, sometimes when you shouted, when you say nasty word, or when you even have a push so hard that you kind of like, oh, this is too much, you know. But the emotions that you cannot control. So a lot of time that we always see that why our children, you know, can control, you know, or push, and they are so aggressive and we will punish them for that. It's actually not. Imagine when you can't even control your own emotion, how can your children control their emotion? They are learning from you too. And when I started to experience using grounding, using the Feeling Kids Oil release, forgiveness, acceptance, all those feeling oil, I tell you, it is so powerful. And from, you know, after knowing that, and I started a habit to use oil first before I handle my children, especially the first thing in the morning before I wake them up for school. You know, I will use oil first. So whatever that I do, I don't react to it. Okay, a lot of time is 10% is what happened, but 90% is how you react to it. Even have someone pass away, yeah, things happen, but how do you react to it? So the 90% of it. Anything. Okay, so it's an okay, why is it so good about this book? Okay, it will also show you some of the points on our ear, has all the emotional point, reflex point for you to apply oil or press on it or do VitaFlex. Yeah, I don't know, I don't think so I can do VitaFlex. But just apply the oils on it, it kind of like will help you to cope or release the emotion that you want to work on. And also will show you all the reflex point, okay, for different health issue. I won't be able to tell you the name of it, okay, but they will have a chart to show you. Okay, hi Adeline, thank you for joining. Hi Wendy, thank you for coming in to see me. Okay, so I think this will benefit you. You will love the books that I read. When I love the book, means that it's good book. Okay. Okay, even tell you comes to different essential oil like purification, present time, RC release. If you have those oil, you're like, what should I do with it? For example, joy. Joy when you have anxiety, disappointment, grief, you know, judgment, miserable, you can apply it on where? If it is anxiety, it will be on your capillary. So where is your capillary? It will point you to look at the chart. Look at the the chart to refer to the chart to find the capillary. Over here. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So I'm just basically at the back of it, like at the back of it is all the oils or all different symptoms or even emotions, what kind of oil that you can apply on where, also based on the chart that's given, and then to help you to understand where you can apply on. So this is a book to keep. Okay, not very expensive. It is worth to invest in it. Aroma Freedom Technique, that if let's say you do not like to read book, but this book is very thin, but I love reading book besides watching YouTube or attending class. You can also find this, you know, Aroma Freedom Technique from YouTube. Just search the AFT or Aroma Freedom Technique, and you will see the step by step. And by reading it, you can really appreciate how it works. Yeah, how our memory, our trauma will be kept in our limbic system, how it affect our emotion whenever that you smell something and trigger your emotion. And it is definitely in a very, very detailed form lah. Okay, yeah, I love this book. It's also a keeper. Okay, I don't know, is it a keeper? Come to emotion. I love this book so much. The Science of Miracle. I don't know whether you can, would that be the same link, but I got this from from US when I went there during the expo, and I was attracted to this. It is like whatever that you think, you focus on, you will attract. Okay, when you focus on the positive, +1, then you will attract also +1, then become +2. Look at joy, happiness, what else? Provision, true peace, love, and you will also bring back. It's like magnet. Same thing when you have negative thought, worries, anxiety, fear, anger, you also will attract negative. So be very aware of what you put your mind on. Okay, it's so true. What if you suddenly think of happy things, suddenly negative worries, so it'll be plus minus will be 0, neutral. So always look at that. Yeah, it's also elaborate here. And also it has a step to help you to reverse, like to change your habit. It's quite applicable. Yeah, I love it. See, I also make quite a lot of post it to refer back to. Miracles happen. We create our own life. We control 100% of what we want for our life. And the next one, Inner Transformation. I love this book. If let's say you have been following me or going through this master cleanse, right? Master cleanse. Then this was the book that I started to be introduced to this lemonade diet master cleanse. This book had a portion of it, a whole chapter of it, talking about lemonade diet master cleanse. But when I read this book, I kind of like understand, but I was scared, I was skeptical to do it on myself, because it looks just for 10 days not eating just lemonade, seriously. I also doubt myself, or even doubt the book. But after going through my master cleanse, I tell you, everyone should do master cleanse, because whatever sign and symptom in your body, pain, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, nerve damage, or whatever, Parkinson, Alzheimer, all just because your body is toxic. We call it toxemia. Even with cancer, tumor, cyst, or whatever, just a sign and symptom. It's just a symptom. The root cause, for all of our symptoms, pain, headache, migraine, vertigo, everything, is because your body has toxic. Everybody has toxic in your body, because the diet, the food that we eat, the emotion, the thought that we have, the blockage. So when you do this master cleanse to clear out the toxic, and you know what happened to your body? Our intelligent, God-created body will heal by itself. You don't even need essential oil. You don't even need any supplement. You don't even need organic. I went through it. You can see my personal profile and how my husband, in 9 days, he did only 9 days, he lost 9 kg up, all the waste. Even though he go toilet, eliminate every day. Okay, we think that he has no constipation, but he has so much. It's just like every one of us, so much, it's really become like cement stick in our body, the wall of the intestine, And okay, if I talk about that, it will be another 1 hour. So stop. So it kind of makes sense. This is a keeper. You must read this every single, problem in your body. It tells you step by step what are the essential oil, come with index too, and you can refer to it and go straight to where you want to focus on. So this is a keeper, and this one I would say optional, but I use it not as often. Maybe I'm not as that level yet to apply it. I only started to get interested about this when I started using Zytoscan. I tell you, Zytoscan is another thing that will freak me out. It just, your body don't lie. It will just tell you things that you don't even know, but you have it. This will tell you all the meridian point, and yes, where to apply oil. And do you see this? This is about what? Gallbladder. Okay, gallbladder. And where is the point here? Okay, how does it link? This is how it links. So when you apply oil, right, you can apply along this any part. Okay, and what else? What is this? Cologne. Oh, I love this one. This is the first stage that we have to start to cleanse first before your kidney, liver, gallbladder, or any part of the body being able to dump the waste out from your body. So if you want to do VitaFlex or apply oil, that will be this place. Okay, yeah. So it is a nice reference book that I love. And if let's say you are Christian like me, highly recommend. You know why that I'm so eager that I must do live today? Because I've been telling these few friends that wait, you have to get a few books. Don't buy first, don't order first, because you just need to get all that at one go to save your shipping cost. This book is a must. I tell you, this book I have read for more than 10-20 times. Even up to today, I'm just so amazed how how the ancient time, the Bible share, explain, use, how do they use oil. Can you imagine in the Bible, right, it will never elaborate. They will only say the names of the oils, like for example, the 3 wise men present gold, frankincense, and myrrh when Jesus was born, right? Okay, that's it. Never say, okay, because frankincense is for what, myrrh is for what, and nothing. And when it comes to anoint oil with oil, and then give a recipe of cassia, what is that called, hyssop, and frankincense, myrrh, or any other oils, in how many parts, the ratio of it, that's it. But it never share and tell you why. It is so common for the ancient time to use essential oil, like you eat, you have Mopico at home, or you have whatever ointment at home that you don't need to explain, and you see it and you know it. It's just so normal for them. But come to this, it will teach. It is not to share with you, to elaborate, explain to you. And I love. I don't know how. Okay, see, this is also extracted from the Bible. Where is it? Do you see this? Okay, look at the Bible verses for this one, and then you will see the recipe of the blend oil that God wanted them to blend to anoint, like myrrh, cassia, cinnamon, calamus, olive oil. And last time they will use this unit metric called shekels, 500 shekels. So in our term, right, it would be converted into our term. It would be like how many percent of it equal to how many liter, quarter and liter. And you won't, and then you also share for the olive oil. That olive oil is the carrier oil that dilute the oil, and it's only 16%. Do you see that? 16%. And what does that mean? It's like 84% of the blend is essential oils. Okay, just so amazed with this book. I love this book. Okay, okay, another one. If you're more advanced, right? Oh, I love this storybook. I always stare at this book, stare at this. Okay, this is the wait list until like 2 years ago. I think, is it 2 years ago, 1 year ago? Only I managed to get one because I heard someone say that this book is very good. Look at her expression, right? I know that, okay, it must be very good. That's why you have that expression. So look at my face now. This book is very good. Very good. It is not about you either. Are you a Christian? Nothing to do with Christian. Okay, this book is even way before Jesus was born. So it is during the Egyptian, during their Silk Road, that how do they use frankincense, myrrh, those beautiful oil in their daily life, as their to purify their shirt, because they don't shower every day, to help them to keep their body strong. Imagine they are on the road, Silk Road, for few months on the desert, and they will have fights, tears. So how do they get well from those fights? This book is amazing. It's like you go back to the ancient time, following the Silk Road, and it's so interesting, talking about the Queen Saba, if I'm not wrong. I tell you, it's so thick, right? You look at the words, but I completed the whole book like reading a storybook. It is amazing. It is like how they connected with God, and I tell you, I love this book so much. Okay, and then see so many books. So these are the books that I think that is really good. This book, On the Road with Gary. Okay, talk about this first. And this book helped me to achieve one of my dreams, is to fly to US to see the farm. Gary Young, the world leader in essential oil. It is, I tell you, if you can and you trust me, okay, I'm sure those who stay or watch my video, you love me and you trust me. You must get this book. This book will help you to appreciate not only Gary Young himself, but the oils that you use. So much more. I read this book when I was only 1 year plus using essential oil. Yeah, then I read about I just read it like a storybook, and it was so fascinating, from how Gary, already paralyzed, on wheelchair, and he could walk again. Then after that, how did he find all the different essential, how he learned about essential, how he get to go to France to even able to convince the father of essential oil in France to teach him how to distill. It's like he literally worked for him. So humble. And because during that time, France was very conservative, especially to American. But he managed to get, to be taught by him, and he brought the oils back, and then started to plant it in his farm and everything. So after I read this, right, after I read this, I told myself, it was the time when my youngest one was only 3 years old, and my oldest was like only 10-11 years old. So that was the time that I couldn't fly, have any trip, overseas trip alone. or go to places where I wanted to go because I'm stuck with all my children. So I told myself, okay, give me few years, and I must visit the farm myself to experience it. You know what? Because of me thinking about that, few months time down the road, I went to US. Few months. So what we call it, when you put your mind, when you ask, and you will receive. When I see, experience, touch, smell, you know, lavender, I cry because I was so emotional. Lavender essential oil have been helping me so much for the past 1.5 years for my children, their skin, their sleep, even anything, their fall. And I finally touched the plant. You see, I can be so emotional so I always find that trips with purpose is always so meaningful. It smells exactly the same as the oil. Wow. Okay, so if you want to visit the farm, you read this first, and also talk about the Northern Light oil that I have shared. I think the previous one. When I read the Northern Light, from Northern, is it called Northern Light from Highland, I forgot the name of it. It just, I am too emotional. My brain frog again. I wanted to show you. Whew. Okay. Yes. Young Living even has a farm at the, where is it? Northern Lights, with the distiller there. And I told myself one day I will be here, experience the oil and the farm. Amazing. Okay, so this is a storybook, and you appreciate this man a lot, even though I don't know him, but from the story, from him, from people who have met him, the farmers, the staff, or even leaders or members who met him, who see him, who attended his class, you know that this person didn't do this business for money, for profit. It's just for purpose, like how we do it. The passion of us, the drive inside us that we are so willing to do. It's like my husband asked me, why are you so stupid? You are selling something, you're promoting something which is not your product. And I look at my husband and I just speechless. I don't need to explain to him because he won't understand. Okay, so this book was blessed by Patricia and written by this who is this? Jared. Jared is a director of the company now, who have been following Gary for years and trained under him, visiting everywhere around the world, work with him, live with him like a family. So he shared what is, what is, who is Gary Young to him. And yeah. Okay, come to Chinese. Okay, these two books, if let's say you have friends who can only write, you need to read Chinese. Got hope. Okay. These two books. Recommend these two to them. Wait. This is a book. It's a must-have. I love this book. The author is from Malaysia. Got it from Malaysia, and I will share the link to you. And very easy. You order it online, it will ship to you the next week. It's amazing. It will tell you why and how and everything you want to know about, essential oil, and also a lot of recipes, how different oils used, and come to emotional. Do you see this word? 头发护理 this one. Okay. And what else? High antioxidant oil. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this 10 oils is really for the basic, you know, one, like, you know, wow, cool, look at that. Okay, if let's say you are like me, you want to really build your own career, like, I recommend this book, The 4-Year Career. 4 year means that you work hard, not for others, not for your boss, work hard for yourself. After 4 years, then you have a very comfortable life, financial freedom, what is that, time freedom, health freedom, yeah, every freedom. And I love this book. It helps you to understand, to be confident in this business, in building your own career. Why not, right? Stay at home, doing what you love, with spending time with your family, lying down, you can still, you know, still doing your business. Okay. Yes, Seraphine! Finally, you are here. Yeah, this whole, okay, this Facebook Live, really specially for you. Yes, okay, I know you are a learner. Thank you so much for your, you know, for joining me tonight. And yes, I will share the link to you later. Okay, see you. Good night. Bye bye. Anything, call me and let me know, or any picture, any, you know, part that you want me to take picture. Okay, I see. Okay, these emotional supporting books have been popping up a lot recently in my life. I think it's time to get, yes, it's long. It's to tell you what you think of, that it will come back to you. Okay, to remind you. Thank you so much. Hi, Charmaine. Hi. Thank you, Wendy, for always so supporting. Okay, bye bye.